name's Joey, joined by my brother and co-host Angel. What's up, man?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Oh, nice. The Espanol.
Español, soy muy guapo.
I like it.
The
That's all I got.
manana hat yesterday or the last show. Now
Yeah.
it's Spanish.
Trying to embrace my culture a little bit.
Nice.
You hear Gabe over there, over at the desk. Double barrel action. Gabe, Packer fan,
Yeah.
Packer owner,
Yeah.
number 52,
Number 52.
All-State nose guard,
All-State.
Gabe Tovar.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
And 6'5", Philadelphia Eagles fan, AJ Woodson.
Yes, sir.
With the Jays
Feeling
back
good. You
up.
already know.
I want to point out the Jays. Like, those are very, of all the crap we have up on the walls,
It's our
real.
most
Most
expensive.
expensive thing.
that's
out there.
definitely the most expensive.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like people watching the show, like, are probably sometimes like, hey, maybe if the other guys talk a little bit, they'll see the show.
I want you to guess how much these are worth.
I think more than 500.
Oh, yeah.
AJ, Angel schooled me already.
Brand new. These go for about 2,000.
Yeah.
Dang.
I told him
How
yesterday.
the heck do you have those up on the wall?
I
I
literally told
want
him
to
yesterday.
stress to anyone watching, we don't keep these in the studio. So don't come looking.
And this is all gone.
I got 2 bags right here.
They're cleared out, so please don't come looking for them.
No, I told Joe yesterday. I'm like, he knows exactly what AJ is doing. He's all the showstoppers are out right now. none of the
A-list
TV.
only.
Yeah, A-list only.
I wish I was a Jordan guy.
Same here.
Very recently, I bought some Jordans at a thrift store. I immediately called AJ. He's like, "Hey, bro, are these
I scored.
are these hot or what?" And he gave it to me
Yeah.
straight, which I mean, I like that. But you're
Yeah.
just like, "No, bro, those actually aren't."
Hey, but
I didn't know there weren't cool Jordans,
Oh,
but
yeah.
they're very comfortable. I wear them for work now.
yeah, you have to start somewhere.
Yeah, well, I'm not going anywhere from here. Those are the only Jordans.
Yeah,
I
same
buy.
here.
I'm never gonna pay that much for like those kind of shoes. But
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I like them. I enjoy them.
Yeah.
And I feel good. I feel like a better athlete when I wear them.
Yeah, like I could actually dunk the ball.
Like you could run
No,
faster.
Oh.
I'm not delusional. I'm just, you know.
You could run faster.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Anyways, good to have you boys here on the show today. This is episode 114 on a Wednesday. Happy Hump Day, everyone.
Hump
Sir.
day.
Hump it up.
Whoa.
I don't know where that came from. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome to the show.
Hi.
If it's your first time, go ahead and like this channel, like this video, subscribe to the channel. You can like the channel too.
Yeah.
And follow us. We do 3 shows a week all year long. And of course, thank you for listening on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, wherever you get your podcast. And joining the audio version of the Benched podcast. Share, like. What do you do on audio podcast?
You like it? Yeah.
Review.
Review.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah.
You review it. We're podcasting now, baby. And then, of course, follow us on all the social media platforms. That is TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, especially Twitter if you want some good old-fashioned sports off-season arguments.
Yes. A lot of
So much fun.
Yeah. At this time of year, it's just people just sunken into their ideas about certain guys.
Yeah.
And they'll defend it to the death.
Well, that's true. Also, I mean, I've been guilty a couple times of taking the Bench podcast and just making a strong stand for Caitlin Clark.
Okay.
Like, you know.
Wish you wouldn't do that.
You took the liberty.
I forget I'm doing it. Like, I forget I'm logged into the Bench account.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm, like, just having it out with some racist. You
and
know?
just benched
And just
talks
bench, like, oh, darn it.
Oh, whatever. No,
Really?
it doesn't matter.
I guess that's why people have social media teams.
Right.
So,
Interns.
Yeah.
so I don't do that.
Growing
Anyway,
pains.
follow us on all those platforms, and it's going to be a good time. Want to remind you, something we announced last week, the 2024 draft party, April 25th, just in a couple weeks from now. Very, very excited about that. That deserves the horn. That deserves the horn for sure. That's going to be an amazing time. All of us in the same room. We're going to cover every single pick. We're going to have some exclusive content, some kind of betting games we're going to be playing, right?
Yeah.
We'll be having some food, and we promise to stay away from the mic when we're eating it, right? Yeah. No ASMR chips.
No.
That.
You don't want that.
None of that,
No.
yeah. We're going to do some giveaways. It's going to be a great time. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Join us now. You could actually even turn on a reminder now for the video. It's up on our channel right now. So if you want to set that reminder just so in a couple weeks you're reminded, hey, draft show's starting.
It's time. Showtime. Yep.
It's showtime,
Yep.
baby. It's going to
Yeah.
be good. It's live. So like I said before, I'm kind of terrified.
Yeah.
I'm terrified of a couple things. I'm terrified at the tech part of it. That's going to be
Right.
That's pretty scary. Yeah.
I'm terrified at the Wi-Fi part of it.
Okay.
Right. I'm terrified at the open hot mic part of it.
Yeah.
Specifically when it comes to certain people who have certain ideas.
Yeah. DA, we got you, dude. If you come on here. Yeah, DA, right?
No, I'm talking about Gabe.
Oh.
I'm talking about Gabe.
Yeah.
Whoa! What I do?
I'm just saying, you know, sometimes some of the politics
Yeah.
creep in.
Watch
So,
me.
Boo, you whore.
I just want to get one
We're gonna need to have
one presidential thing coming up.
I'm gonna put a
bring it
"Make
up.
America Great Again"
you know what
with
we
a
need?
picture of Joe Biden in the back.
Thank you. That's exactly.
That's exactly
stir
what
it
You
up.
know we need a safe word.
Yeah.
We need a safe word.
yeah.
Foliage.
It's basically a Gabe shut up word. Like that's what we need.
Yeah.
Let's come up with that right now. Right now, go.
Kamala.
Bam.
that's
No.
That's
pretty
gonna
on
start.
there.
That's gonna set him off.
No, yeah, that's yeah, don't.
It's gonna set.
Start punching the air.
It's gonna fit. We'll come up with something. Anyway, it's gonna be a good time. I promise you. We'll talk politics. We'll talk football. It's gonna be a great time. Make sure you are following along. Got another announcement today because we're just doing stuff, guys.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know this one.
We are announcing benchshow.com. Our website's up.
Holy hell.
Yeah, it's a good time. Go over to benchshow.com. I'll put it on the screen here so you can have the way it's spelled, and also put the link in the information below. But go there. We're gonna do some announcements there, some content there. As the season gets closer, we'll do some fantasy stuff there.
Oh,
some
wow.
rankings, a lot of info, all free.
All free.
All
That's
free.
awesome.
We're
Free
just
charge
giving it to you.
for the people.
Oh, yeah. And then, of course, right now you can go there, and we have a staff of writers, some of them on this show,
Yep.
some of them away from the show. We'll be giving you articles on all things football. Right now we got 3 up, one on fandom, one on why you should do a super flex league. Awesome. And then one on a 2024 big board for the upcoming draft.
Yes.
So we're covering all bases there. Make sure you go check that stuff out. That is benchedshow.com. Good stuff, boys. April 10th.
Yeah.
I got some stuff for April 10th. Ready?
Okay.
Famous birthdays on April 10th.
Today in history.
All right.
Brought to you by the History Channel.
No. Okay. So I stayed away from it because of that.
William Howard Taft.
No. See, that's why. See, I stayed away from it. I thought
William
let's.
Graham Bell.
Okay. David Harbour turned 48.
Hey.
Happy birthday, David Harbour.
Officer Hopper.
What is wrong with Hopper?
Oh, Hopper, the hot man.
I was about to jump across this table.
He's one of the shining stars in a very, very good show.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How about this one,
You have
guys?
to wait 5 years for it.
Happy 39th birthday, Mandy Moore.
Mandy Moore. Oh my God. She
She
probably
is,
looks
yep.
I wanted to ask if you did. When is the first time you realized you're in love with Mandy Moore?
Oh,
Yes.
man. Well, I think every guy was during a walk to remember.
Yeah.
Started singing like this is a different person. And then she
Damn, she changed him.
she aged phenomenal. Yeah.
Incidentally, I watched that movie for a girl and then fell in love with Mandy Moore.
And forgot about the girl.
Who is this angel on
I
the
don't even
screen?
know you.
Yeah.
Happy birthday up in heaven, Mr. John Madden.
Oh, man.
I mean, we got John Madden up here somewhere,
Yeah,
right?
we got
a couple games up here.
Oh, yeah. Madden is the
One of the best games of all time, series of all time. John Madden, and then obviously Hall of Famer, fantastic, legend.
last one here. Happy 64th birthday, Babyface.
Oh,
yeah.
64?
He looks fantastic.
Still doing it.
That skin has been tightened as much as it could.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that sucker is tight. He is the Lionel Richie. No, the Smokey Robinson jig.
Yeah.
Oh,
Something
God.
else in his glass at this point.
Yeah. Anyways, happy birthday to those guys. Sorry we made fun of you, Babyface. National Day, right?
Okay.
This is a good one. This is some feel-good ones today. National Erase Self-Negativity Day. Let's all feel good about ourselves
That's
today.
every day for me. No negativity around
Sounds like
here.
a normal
I
day
like
for
that.
me.
National Farm Animals Day. What is the one farm animal you would let live in your house?
Farm animal. People.
I feel like they're all dirty. That's why it's a farm.
Yeah, people have pet pigs. I wouldn't have let in the house.
That's a thing.
People
That's
have pet
disgusting.
pigs. Like pigs is like
Goats and sheep are cute, but they poop way too like.
yeah.
Chickens are
Little pellets
dirty.
everywhere. Yeah, chickens.
all
You can't have a
kinda
giant cow walking down
Kinda
your hallway.
dirty.
If you had to pick one,
God.
Wow.
tough, right?
I don't know.
I guess
if
a pig because I've seen people do it.
Yeah, people make those into like little dogs.
Quick story about that. I was living in a. So
Oh, yeah.
I moved to. So I got to tell this really short. I moved to New York. Was very excited. Realized I'm not moving to the sexy part. I'm moving to upstate New York. In this little town. Sorry if you live there. You probably don't because there's only about 5,000 people who live there. Cohoes, New York. The first time I realized I didn't belong there is I was visiting someone and they brought out their pet pig.
Yeah.
In that moment, I literally said to myself, I gotta go home.
This is not it. This is not Los Angeles.
But yeah, I
California.
guess pig would be. Is that it for everyone?
Yeah, pig.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Pig.
National Cinnamon Croissant Day.
Ooh.
Go get a cinnamon
Very
croissant.
specific.
National Siblings Day. Hey.
Hey,
Hey,
what's up? What's
hey,
up?
hey, hey.
Hey, AJ, you're our
AJ.
brother
Hey,
too.
Yeah, you're a brother.
My sister's not watching, I can tell you that.
And then National Encourage a Young Rider Day. That's not really that fun.
We've got enough of those.
Okay, last one here. This day in history, but not from History Channel because
Okay.
I've learned. On this day in 2012, Apple became the largest company in the world, reaching $600 billion.
See, that's what we want to know.
It's
That's
probably
good, right?
so much more now.
Sheesh.
How many people are on planet Earth?
I'm on it.
I mean, Apple's huge. Is it the biggest one still?
I'm on it.
It has to be. I can't imagine something's bigger than it.
I mean, Apple. Okay, we're gonna be I can't believe this is our
You're
generation.
really gonna age us right now.
This is our generation. Like when we were kids, we're literally those people saying there was no Apple.
No.
There's no iPhone. There's no iPad, iPod.
Okay, I've got it for you.
Go ahead.
So you said in 2012 they were 600 billion?
600 billion.
With a B. All right. So now Apple is 2.65 trillion in second place.
Wow.
The largest company in the world is Microsoft.
Microsoft.
3.1.
I don't know how.
They're doing really. Yet the Clippers suck every year. Sorry. This is a sad one. This day in 1970, Paul McCartney announces he's leaving the Beatles, effectively breaking up the supergroup. I know you guys aren't huge Beatle fans, but I like them.
Yeah,
I like the
That's
Beatles.
why you have them in the back of your garage. Over there.
What? Oh yeah, I'm gonna move some stuff around. I mean, they're right behind me, so I feel like
they're on the
Oh,
show.
yeah, that's
you know what I'm
right.
saying? I don't know.
They're right there.
Yeah, that's a bad take.
Yeah, L take.
Let's see. I'm not gonna talk about the Jewish ghetto.
Oh,
I'm not
Jewish
gonna talk
ghetto.
about Haley comment.
Encino?
That's about it, guys. So good. That was a little better,
That
right?
was a good one.
That was
yeah,
good,
yeah,
yeah.
Right?
I like that.
Not brought to you by the History Channel.
Let's get to the news. This segment is brought to you by Dad Gang Hats. Dad Gang makes the highest quality hats in the apparel industry because they use premium materials, pay close attention to detail, and prioritize durability and comfort. With so many styles, colors, and designs, they absolutely have the right hat for you and the dad in your life. Use code BENCHED76826. That's BENCHD 76826 for 15% off your first purchase. Shop Dad Gang Hats. Quality hats for quality dads. All right. Happy retirement to Logan Ryan. Announces retirement from the NFL after 11 seasons. Two-time Super Bowl champ. Spent his first 4 years with the Patriots, right? Remember that Tom Brady Patriots team, right?
Yeah, that was one of the better teams. That was one of the most memorable teams.
Oh, yeah. Followed by 3 years with the Titans. I feel like we're all going to forget those. And then finished his career with the Giants, Bucks, and Niners. He didn't win that Bucks championship with them, did he? I don't think so.
No, I think that he went on there the year that
they
they
were
lost.
Depleted.
Yeah.
So happy trails, Logan Ryan. Favorite Logan Ryan memory?
Oh man, so many come to my head.
I think I think for me it's that time when we announced he retired on the show.
That was crazy.
Happy trails, Logan Ryan. Okay, that's a really long one. Wow. I need you to cut these a little shorter. If I'm waiting for Peter Griffin to finish a sentence, that's not it. Cornerback Kevin King.
Kevin King.
A former second-round pick of
Packer
the
legend.
Green Bay Packers. Gabe may have selected him as an owner. Who has not played since 2021, is coming back to sign with the Falcons. Question, did Kevin King leave the NFL just to get himself off the Packers?
Oh, I don't know, but
Gabe, is this mixed emotions for you?
No.
he's come to ruin another secondary.
Yep.
What?
He's not very
bad?
good.
Was he bad?
He's not good.
He's not. He's not bad, but he's also not good. He's kind of middle of the pack guy.
So
Pun.
the Pack.
That's called average.
Yes.
He will not.
Yeah, that's.
He will not
I
be
thought
here.
I thought that was obvious.
Oh yeah, he is. I'm saying.
Angel with the strong takes today.
I'm just doing it.
Call it out.
I'm just
And then he looks at me-
what's there.
Then he looks at me like, you take it.
I set you up.
Joey, back to you.
I thought that was spot on.
L take.
Sorry. I think it's.
I didn't know it was like. I
It's
thought
The confidence that
Yeah, it's the look to me after like, do you like that?
he saw what I did there.
That was all me.
Average.
Man. Darren Waller, still undecided whether or not he wants to retire from the NFL. Okay, so, sorry, my mom's FaceTiming me.
Oh.
Sorry, Mom. Okay, so Darren Waller, weirdest career ever. I mean, this
Yeah.
guy was
Top 3
he?
at one point.
Top
Yeah.
three?
Yeah.
Him, Kittle, Kelsey.
I mean, an athlete that just, you didn't see a lot at tight end. Top of the game with the Raiders, and in 2 years? Like, he's just nothing.
Well, it's funny too because he started his career as nothing, and then took off and then disappeared.
Yeah, it's just, to me, it's wild to see him with this story, like contemplating retirement, like already there. And we even said it like before the show when we were talking about this story, like the even crazier thing that even if he does come back, doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's just his career peaked for like 3 years, and this is a testament to that stat. Like NFL career on the last 3 years, his really did last 3 years.
True.
Then he was up. Then once he got injuries, and once John Gruden left, his career really fell off. And then he might, oddly enough, he might attribute his entire career to John Gruden. He found him. Yeah. He used him as a number one option, and then all of a sudden, once he left, he's not the same anymore. I wonder why.
There's a little wrinkle to this too, though. So he actually got married, I want to say last year.
Congrats, man.
Sorry, Gabe, a WNBA player. Who plays for the Vegas team. Oh. And then he got sent off to New York right after he got married. Yep. So
that's your wife,
could
right?
be.
Man, wait a minute.
It has to be your wife that gave that information.
Well, I mean, or him. No, I knew that.
Really?
That.
Oh, wow.
Is AJ our insider?
It was a very popular.
That was an inside take.
It was a very.
She's like the best player in that league.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't even know if Schefter's delivering that story. That's pretty good, AJ.
Well, might be him.
Very well done. The Colts eyeing up to possibly trade for Brock Bowers. Indianapolis has never traded up in the first round under Chris Ballard. That's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
He's been there a minute.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Bowers would be worth the jump. I mean, this guy's Dov Klayman gives his opinion after that. Don't care about it. But, I mean, that's pretty crazy that they've never done it. We were talking before the show. Is this on your list, by the way? Bowers?
No.
Okay.
Well, sort of, but
not
right
now.
Yeah.
We have, time after time in mock drafts and in our own mock draft, we don't know where to put Brock Bowers, and so he falls.
Yeah.
What if we're completely off? What if this guy is the stud, generational talent at tight end that everyone says he is, and someone's going to go trade up for him? What is he? He was a top 5-6 guy, and someone's just like trying to, not going to say a word, because we want him to at least get to 7 or 6 or whatever, and we're going to go get him. Like, we might be discounting that.
I mean, top of my head, the Jets would be a great spot.
Fantastic.
At 10, a nice young tight end. If they don't go, wide out, that's a nice spot. And we said during our mock draft episode, he's only falling because we just don't know where to put him.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone else does, because all the mock drafts have him going as late as 19 or like 18, and some have him going top 10.
Yeah.
There's so much variations, and there's no debate. There's been nothing about a tight end too. It's just Bowers.
Oh, yeah.
It's just Bowers, and that's it.
Also, nothing negative about him.
Yeah,
other than his hair. Like, he is a rough head.
Yeah, he's a great character guy. He could play everywhere. He plays tight end, slot, H-back. He plays a lot of different spots. And the Colts, if they're trying to set up this quarterback who needs to develop passing-wise, give him as many weapons as, possible. They have Pittman, Pierce, Downs, last year, then now Bowers. That'd be great.
I mean, Brock Bowers is supposed to be able to do everything. Like Angel was saying, like, play a little slot. I mean, literally do everything on the football field you could ask from a tight end, and haven't heard anything negative about him. He went to Georgia. He produced in the SEC with the best athletes in college football, and we might be overlooking this guy. It could be a surprise in the draft.
Yeah.
Someone come get Brock Bowers.
Yeah, he might be, honestly, the paralysis by analysis player this year, because, let's not overlook this guy.
Is it because he's a tight end? That's literally it, right? The positional value.
Yeah, and I think there's so many good. This is a deep draft for linemen and for wideouts. I think the sexier guy to pick is a wideout rather than like a tight end.
Right.
We were also burned by the last generational talent tight end who went number 4 overall.
Very true.
He's on my fantasy team.
Me in particular.
Kyle Pitts.
Come on, Kyle. I need you this year, man.
Yeah.
I need you bad.
Looking forward to seeing what happens with him in the draft. Deestroying. I didn't really know this guy was a thing, but he's a thing on TikTok, YouTube. He's a YouTuber, I think. He confirmed on Instagram that he's out for the remainder of the UFL season due to a fractured neck. Now, let me get some context before you put the video, before you put
I really want to see
the photo up. This man was a YouTuber, could kick the football really well, then became a professional kicker in the UFL, which just launched a couple weeks ago. You probably didn't watch it because no one does. But he is crushing balls, 60-yard field goals, just a stud. Well, a couple days ago or yesterday, he kicked the ball, didn't touch back, so he had to go down and be an athlete, make a tackle.
Here we go.
He meets this guy on the sideline, lays him out.
Yeah.
Lays him out.
Puts the hat on him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He gets up a little shaky and kind of runs his way back to the sideline. But you're thinking, maybe his bell rung a little bit.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a
Then
stinger.
he posted this after the game.
Oh, my.
We shouldn't be laughing at a guy in a neck brace.
Yeah.
He says, thank you all for the good wishes. Turns out on that tackle, due to bad form, I fractured my neck in a couple places.
Goodness.
But this is part of the Logan Paul era where like YouTubers are becoming athletes. This was like a testament. He was a good athlete in his profession.
Let me ask you this: is this a mark for it or against it?
No, for it. Saying that he could, but it's also you have to be a pro athlete now, which is a lot different from being a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Like there's gym fit, and then there's NFL athlete fit.
And maybe you got to be smarter. He probably has lowered the boom on some poor guy at a park or something.
Or some
before,
some league, some park league. Yeah.
So now he's thinking, here's this returner, not that big.
Yeah.
But even in the UFL, it's probably one of the better athletes that's ever been around. And he found out, like, oh,
wow.
Yeah.
There is power.
Is he gone too soon, Ange?
No.
He'll be back.
No, he'll be back, and good for him, man. He was. This is just a testament to what you like. A YouTuber to the NFL. That would have been that's amazing. Yeah, good for him. It sucked. Hope your neck gets better, dude.
This one's for you, Ange. The Seahawks held a visit with wide receiver Chase Claypool. We got to come back.
Yeah,
Chase.
Yeah,
Claypool.
why not, Chase? I mean,
he's not. I mean, that was a joke. This guy is. It's insane.
We all remember.
Yeah. Is that when? If you're listening, we're showing the photo, the still shot of when he is doing a full-on first down celebration as the clock is running down.
I guarantee
and the rest of his team is scrambling to get set.
I guarantee this is going to be a reel. This will be a reel.
He's
you
there
will see this.
on one knee, both hands, just full on talking the crowd.
Time.
Even the defense is more rushed than him.
yeah, it's
unbelievable.
This might have been the end of his whole career because after that, he just went downhill.
Yeah, he also at one point proclaimed himself a top 3 receiver in the league.
Yeah, it's Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh gets a lot of wilds right, but this guy, they just got wrong.
Yeah, well,
he's just
can't blame
immature.
him, though. A freak of an athlete.
Yeah.
One time he had 4 touchdowns or 3 touchdowns against the Eagles. 4 against the Eagles.
I think going to Seattle, makes him just like, okay, you're like the 4th, 5th wideout.
Yeah. So Chase Claypool, good luck. Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Good luck though, buddy.
Yeah. Jim Harbaugh. This story is insane. Have you heard this?
I have.
Oh darn it! I wanted you to react to it live.
Okay, I'll act like I haven't heard it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's erased.
Jim Harbaugh has made some locker room changes. Not only are players' lockers rearranged numerically, which is kind of weird because anyone wears any number now.
Yeah.
But each player nameplate now shows their recruit level coming out of high school, not rated through a 5-star recruit. Is this a little too?
Alrighty.
Does this show that like, hey, you've been dealing with college kids, and I get it with the college thing, but these are professional.
These are professional.
Yeah, I don't think that makes a difference. I think there's more undrafted players in the Hall of Fame than there are drafted players, or the same amount. Like, I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna go over too well, buddy. These are grown ass men.
That's what I'm saying. Like these are like grown men with families who have worked very hard to become one of the best, couple hundred.
So I guess is it to remind players that everyone's equal?
I think it's something that worked at Michigan that he thought, let's try this with the Chargers.
Yeah, he's always been like kind of an odd dude. Maybe it's just so small that no one. But if it's like bold, like 5 stars and 2 stars,
it's a nameplate on their locker. Like it's. It's gonna be
after high school too. You know how much they go through at the at like the college level just to get to. It's just like you were about to say too. The couple, what was it? 32 teams times 53 guys on the roster. So your top. I don't know what the math is, but your top whatever it is.
You do.
I was going to be so impressed.
I was waiting for you to drop that number.
Beautiful mind over there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just ridiculous. I don't care about your high school. I don't think they even care about that.
It's a little gimmicky, right?
Yeah, it's like Jim, chill a little bit.
This reeks of Urban Meyer.
Reeks. Oh wow, that's a good one.
Ooh, I was thinking Sean Payton, but I do think a little more Urban Meyer.
It is more Urban Meyer.
The only reason I still hold hope is that he's done it at the NFL level.
Yeah, he's done it before.
Right.
So hopefully,
and Urban Meyer's just a moron.
Jim, just go do that.
Yeah, Jim.
We do the 49ers. Go do that.
I'm sure you didn't put Patrick Willis's high school recruitment 5-star on the thing.
His sophomore year.
Yeah, like I don't. That's just. That's.
I got another story here, but I'm going to hold it because we're up against it right here. So let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back with one more story, and then we're going to get into the big draft questions coming up that we have. Some stuff that is rumored to be happen, some stuff that we think might happen, something that we should happen. Just the big draft questions as of me and Angel. Be right back. Okay, we're back, and I want to talk about this Cowboys story. Now, we're going to do the whole story because there's been some updates. There's been things said. The first thing that was said was from the Dallas Star, I believe, was reported that CeeDee Lamb is a holdout to look for. Now, he's not going to go to OTAs. Not a big deal. Someone like CeeDee Lamb doesn't go to OTAs.
Yeah, I don't think he needs it. I think he's fine.
But it's Dallas, and there's drama, and there's a owner that sometimes doesn't deal with stuff the best. And then CeeDee Lamb came out to TMZ Sports and said, I'll be in Dallas. Take it for what you want. That could very well mean I'll be in camp. I'll be there. I'll be doing my job. No problem. It could also mean I'll be in Dallas. We'll be talking. We'll see if I get on the practice field or not, but I'll be there. So we'll see. Let's talk about it as if, because it's more fun, he does hold out.
Level of concern.
Level of concern as a Cowboys fan. Let's set it up here. They have added, what's his name? Eric Kendricks, the linebacker.
Yeah.
That's about it. They've lost a couple guys. I think Gilmore's still a free agent. They lost Pollard. Right now they have Rico Dowdle and no one. There's some rumors about Zeke Elliott. You got Dak with the contract dispute with nothing really on the horizon. Now CeeDee Lamb, the star of the franchise at this point. The best player in the franchise? Is this the best single player in the franchise?
CeeDee Lamb, though.
No?
Micah Parsons.
Oh, yeah, Micah Parsons, yeah.
Micah Parsons.
But see, I mean, one and 1A. He's that good. If he is a holdout, level of concern as a Cowboys fan.
High. Because then you might lose out him and Dak Prescott, and you might have nothing on offense next year. That's just my concern. Like, if you don't get this deal done and there's a holdout next year, he's not playing under the tag. This might become like a T. Higgins situation where he's like, I don't want to play here.
Right.
But you're tagging me, but I don't want to play here.
Right.
That's why I'm concerned. This is his first big deal, so he wants to get paid.
Why wouldn't you pay him?
They just can't afford it.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you get in front of the Justin Jefferson contract?
Yeah, that's what I would think too. Like, you have to beat that. Is going to be about $35 million per year.
You better get in front of that because he had the type of season last year that's gonna give him the leverage to start bringing in that to the conversation.
Or the guaranteed money has to go up or whatever. Yeah, it's worrisome because this just means like, so all of our because it just came out with the Micah Parsons thing. So all of our situations are just fucked.
Yeah.
Like Dak, we don't know. CeeDee's in a holdout, and Micah is a problem. Apparently, like it's all messed up. It's not going to go with any three of these guys.
I forgot what the Micah thing.
Yeah,
that's
if I count with family, so all these are going wrong. Which one's going right first, Jerry?
Right.
Which one can I rely on? Okay, we're going to have Dak. Oh, we're going to have sign one of them, Jerry.
Not to mention, there has to be a bad taste in the locker room, in everyone's mouth, when you think about how last year ended. Yeah. Losing to the Packers at home in the playoffs in that way, you don't just come back and we'll try again next year.
Yeah, and no disrespect to the Packers.
No.
Cowboys should have won that game.
At home, just being at home, they should have won that game.
The on paper, the better team. You're at home, you have more. You're not the youngest team in the league.
And it's not just that they lost, the way they lost.
Yes.
At one point, it was 27-0. They got blown out at home in the playoffs with that team, with the historic offense, with the franchise quarterback.
Yep.
It just doesn't. I don't understand the problem.
Yeah.
I just don't. That's the thing about Dallas.
I don't understand the hesitation.
Yeah, that too.
Like, what are you waiting for? The price is only going to go up. It never when you wait 1 year, it never decreases for these star players.
I guess I say it like this. I don't understand the plan.
Yeah.
Like, what is the plan here?
Let's get everyone upset.
Yeah.
And then let's sign them.
This is why I always say, the biggest problem in Dallas is Jerry Jones.
Yep. Yeah.
It's the biggest problem that he is the GM. By the way, this is totally off topic, but I'll bring it up right now. In a recent story, ex-Patriots player said, for all intents and purposes, the GM for New England is Robert Kraft. We could be looking at a very Jerry Jones-like situation in New England as well, because it looks very similar. Like, what is the plan in New England? I don't know. But in Dallas, this is what we've seen for years now. Just questionable roster moves, constantly pissing off your best players. This happened with Zeke. Remember that crazy holdout with Zeke?
Zeke with Dez. It took them about 30 years to get Jimmy Johnson back on the same page, and that's what their Hall of Fame Hall of Fame head coach. Yeah, this is just how Jerry does business. If towards the end of your whole career, if I don't like you, you're gonna know it pretty. It's gonna be pretty evident because money talks louder than any words, and he's holding it for I don't know who. He's not giving it to Dak apparently. Micah's sitting there, and CeeDee Lamb's sitting there.
What's crazy is that the cap's just going up. There's just more money.
Yeah,
not to mention you're the richest franchise in the NFL.
Yeah, it's funny because it's always the same thing.
Right.
More of the same with Jerry Jones.
Right. He's starting over. maybe he doesn't even want to trust this.
I have no idea. That's the thing. I have no idea.
If he's tried with this unit for years now.
If you're starting over, you trade someone.
Yeah, if you let these guys go for nothing, then that usually wasted time.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. This is it sucks. If I was a Cowboy fan, I'd be pretty mad. Like,
so frustrated.
Can we get one of these things right? Can we sign one of them? That way I know we have one of them.
As an Eagles fan, elated. This is fantastic.
Yeah, it's
you got Jerry do this over there. You got whatever's going on in Washington. They're signing everyone over 35.
Yeah,
and then the Giants still have Daniel Jones, looking pretty in Philly. But this is just a crazy. Like this is just so such a mismanagement. This is weird too because everything maybe good about the Cowboys is Jerry Jones, and everything bad about the Cowboys is Jerry Jones.
Yeah,
like I love that they're a spectacle. Like we went to that Cowboys camp last year.
Fun.
That was awesome.
That was a lot of fun.
And then Jerry World, obviously, it's called Jerry World because it's amazing. It's a great place to visit. It's family friendly.
That stadium made the NFL better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that also started the era of new and impressive stadium was Jerry World.
That's
and everyone's like,
ones,
let's do our stadium just not be, a plain stadium. Let's make it a spectacle. Let's make it a landmark. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. So, I mean, we'll see. I'm so interested to see what they do in the draft. If they just take, like, a guard and a safety, and you know what I'm saying? Like, there's
just little role positions.
I mean, props to their fans for just. I'm sure they're pissed. I haven't really talked to a lot of Cowboys fans.
No, Cowboys fans are always optimistic. They're going to win next year.
They're still winning next year.
Yeah,
they're probably Super Bowl favorites in their mind.
I want the mindset of a Cowboy fan. That's my positivity. They're always optimistic.
That's it for the news. Okay, to wrap up the show today, we wanted to throw back and forth between me and Angel, fellas. Feel free to chime in. Some questions with the upcoming draft, because when there's a draft with this many quarterbacks, with this many receivers, and yet maybe the most talented group is the offensive tackles.
Yeah,
like it's gonna be. I'm telling you, this is gonna be a wild draft when it comes to trades, when it comes to all that, or it could be. We have questions. You want me to start, or you want to start?
You go first.
All right, I'll get it started. This is my first question. Is someone actually going to take J.J. McCarthy, or are we looking at a Will Levis situation? If you remember last year, we heard a bunch of, hey, Will Levis is flying up.
Will Levis the Colts at number 4. It's just it's set in stone apparently.
Yeah, too impressive. He big hulking guy, right?
Yeah.
Good looking girlfriend.
Yeah.
Right? He had the whole thing.
Yeah. She headlined.
Yeah.
And yet, I did tell him to chime in. So
he gave me permission.
You're 5 seconds into that
Just
segment.
calling it like I see it.
God, I lost my train of thought now. So that was Will Levis.
Yeah.
We're hearing the same thing about J.J. McCarthy. Like, is this just a big smokescreen, or is someone actually going to pick this guy up? I think of, maybe besides Brock Bowers, this guy has the biggest span of, he could go 4 or 3, or we've heard 2. He could go 20. Like, he could have fallen to the teens. Like, I think one of the biggest questions for me is J.J. McCarthy.
I'm not question. I think there's enough smoke to where you think, okay, there's some validity to these rumors. A lot of people like him. Harbaugh raves about him, his former head coach, obviously, because he has to. That's his job. But not only him. Like, GMs love this guy in a room. He comes from a winning pedigree. He threw 9 passes and whatever. He just did his job. And the fact that he did that, I think this is not a knock to like J.J. McCarthy. But I think because of Brock Purdy, because of just do what you're told.
Good point.
Look where the Niners are now.
Yeah.
They might think this is just Purdy. Just do what you're told, and we can get up, and then we'll just see what happens. Like in the playoffs.
Good point.
That's probably why I think he's risen up, because he's so boring. He's almost like, it's like reliable now. Now, like, hey, we can count him, to be good. But I don't know. I mean, last year Levis was all offseason. Levis top 5, Levis top 10. All of a sudden, we get those shots of Levis in the draft room for the whole first round, just looking fly, but looking pretty sad because he's just sitting there because all he's heard all offseason that he's a top 5 pick.
But no, I think that's a good point, and I think the Brock Purdy comp, I haven't heard that. That's a great comp. Yeah. Like, he's athletic, like Purdy is, like kind of low key athletic.
And they're in the same offense.
He's more accurate than strong arm.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to say we need to come up with a Jim Harbaugh-ism thing. Like, there's Jim just doing.
Jim just does Jim. I don't know how you could classify that. Harbaugh
is really stacking them up now.
Yeah.
Second question. Let me give you one more, and then I'll let you go. Yeah.
Sure.
Are the Cardinals going to keep trading away picks? Are they going to start putting top picks on this team? If you remember last year, they had the 3rd overall pick. They trade down, right, and that's where the Texans took Will Anderson.
Yeah.
Then they traded back up to get Paris Johnson. They're by far the most aggressive team last year.
In hindsight, that's a pretty good trade. Paris Johnson starting right tackle. Now you have another first round pick.
Now here they are at 4. A lot of people think the draft starts at 4 because the top 3 need quarterbacks.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
Cardinals don't. They want Kyler Murray. They want to keep Kyler Murray. Everything we've heard, that's the story there. So that's why people think, well, the draft starts here. If you're going to trade up, that's the one people circle. If you're going to take the top guy available, Marvin Harrison, Joe Alt, Brock Bowers, whoever that guy is for you, that's the spot you're going to do it. Now, that's my question. Are they going to get aggressive in trading, or are you going to start to add to this roster some blue chip talent without taking the risk of trading back? Because they landed Paris Johnson. That's great. That was a risky move because they gave up Will Anderson.
Yeah, and
the defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, it's just it's sorry. I'm trying to think, but it's interesting to see if they keep on trading back every year. And like, you get to pick somebody. Like, I get the mindset. Let's just collect assets and just move down. At some point, you have to just say, plant your flag. This is my guy, and that's it. Also, if you say Kyler Murray is your guy, well, it's time to build around him.
Yeah. This is one of those bets that I would actually take because he is their guy. I believe in him. They are going to be aggressive here.
You think so?
They're going to go out there. Who's the top guy again?
There you go, Joe Alt. There you go, Marvin Harrison. They don't have a number one receiver.
Marvin Harrison. They're going to go after him. I'd bet on that.
They also don't have a left tackle. They just cut. They just cut DJ Humphries. So you have So you have clear needs, but you also they're an interesting team because we don't really know what they're going to do.
No idea. The other side of this coin, the bidding for pick number 4 could start with the Vikings with 2 first-round picks, 11 and 23.
Then how do you say...
juicy.
Yeah,
that's great. Spots.
Then how do you... It's funny because, we just talked about keeping them, but then, how do you say no?
Exactly.
I'm getting 3 first-round picks. How am I supposed to say no?
Well, okay, funny you bring that up. A story came out today that they're asking for at least three first-round picks.
Yeah.
Don't know if it's true or not, to move up to that number 4 spot. I think if you reach 3 first-round picks, you got to say yeah.
Yeah. Or Marvin Harrison Jr. It's just
take the receiver.
It's just a classic.
It's very
It's a classic. Just what's their philosophy there? Do you want to build for the future, or do you want to say we're gonna attack? If we like someone, we're just gonna pick them. I know every year you can say top 5 draft pick can be shipped off for multiple picks. Every year you can say that, but they're bad for a reason. You need to start collecting these blue chip players when you can.
I think the thing that's confusing about it is that we don't know with this.
Yeah.
Because it's a new regime. It's a new GM.
Yeah.
All we have is last year, right? And Kyler Murray was hurt. He was recovering, so they maybe felt like they had anyways, Who knows? But anyways, go ahead.
Okay. What if the Patriots just stick with Jacoby Brissett and just draft either wideout or a lineman? Yeah. Flashback to 2022. 11 games in. Jacoby Brissett, 12 touchdowns, 6 picks. They were 2 games under 500, but that team was, they were at least relevant.
Yeah.
That's not a bad guy to have a bridge. And they still have Bailey Zappi, who played okay last year.
Yeah. So
if you go into this year with those 2 bridge guys, and you have a Joe Alt sitting there, you have Waga sitting there, you have Marvin Harrison Jr. sitting there. What if we just say, 1, 2 is quarterback, and 3 is not? 3 is just Marvin Harrison Jr. Then the number 4 pick becomes more, intriguing. That's my bet, is that Patriots, we're just going to sit here, and we're going to get the best player, quarterback or not. Highest on the board, we're picking them. Boom. It's not a bad move. They have the bridge guys. Now they start building this roster up. They have no left tackle right now. Their starting left tackle is hold on. I should have some time ahead. Connor McDermott, eight year veteran. I did not know he was in the league for 8 freaking years.
Yeah.
So and then their wideout room is just ridiculous because they have no one else, just Kendrick Bourne and Demario Davis or whatever his name is.
Jalen Rager as well.
Oh, sorry. My apologies.
Yep.
So
Casey Osborne.
Can they just stay at number 3 and just say, we're just going to pick Joel? Or we're going to pick Morrison Jr. because he's a superstar, blue chip, count on it. He's a superstar wideout, automatically player. Or that's just a question that I know Patriot fans are asking right now.
You could. You definitely could. And I don't think it's the wrong move. All right, we got our D tackle or our offensive tackle for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
You can definitely do that. You can definitely take Marvin Harrison. We have our number 1 receiver.
Yeah.
He's going to be right now he's cost 1 first-round pick. Next year he's probably worth 2.
Yeah.
The year after that he's probably worth 3. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be he projects to be that kind of guy. But I think if you're a Patriots fan and you're looking if you think about it, if you're my age, right? You grew up with the Patriots, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Now you have kids. Now you're buying them jerseys. Now you want to take them to the game.
And kids are why? Who are the Patriots? Why? Why is everyone like right? Isn't that crazy?
So old.
What jersey are you buying your
I
kids?
was just gonna say, do you think some Boston dad wants to buy his kid a Jacoby Brissett jersey
No, I'm just
as he rocks his Brady?
Well, Marvin Harris Jr. jersey would be pretty cool too.
Yes, it would. But
Yeah.
so Jacoby Brissett only 31.
Yeah.
Pretty young guy. Like quarterbacks go, like that, he should be fine. Just 2 years ago, had a great year with the Browns. Had him in playoff contention. I think it'd be a mistake, but I think it's a great question because I think it's definitely within the realm of possibilities.
Yeah. What if like they're just sitting there and they're like, well, Jaden Daniels obviously, Heisman winner, great prospect. What if they're like, I just don't like his size, or I just don't like this or that, or like JJ McCarthy, I don't like that he, hasn't been able to run, an offense where it was just him.
Yeah, Drake May.
Yeah, Drake May, same way. Like, what if they're just like, what if I just stay here?
Yeah.
And Marvin Harris Jr. is just sitting there waiting for me to pick him, and then every little kid is gonna see him on Madden or see him highlights doing one-hand catches.
Oh my god!
And then you think, oh, this is gonna sell our product. Is that we have an exciting young wideout?
Yeah, I mean that's not a bad way to spin it. Like that's how I would do it. That's another good question. Patriots, who knows? Patriots, Cardinals. So far, we have no idea what to do.
No, zero idea.
Well, and Cardinals could be waiting to see what the Patriots do at the draft. They could have a trade on hold.
Yeah.
Patriots take Marvin Harrison Jr.
Wow.
And boom, hop on the phone.
You get
send
so
that
much.
Trade away.
This is what I'm saying. When you have quarterbacks like this, man, it only takes one team.
Yeah.
To go get them.
Yep.
It only took one team last year to go get to turn Jahmyr Gibbs from a second-round prospect into what, number 12?
Yeah.
Number 12 in the draft.
Lottery pick, basically.
And this has been all our lives. Like, it only took one team to go and get Patrick Mahomes. Like, he was supposed to fall as well. Like, it takes one team to fall in love with someone.
One team that Tim Tebow.
Exactly. You know
what I'm saying?
To fall in love with someone and then
it's
say, we're going to get our guy.
Yep.
So, crazy. We'll see what they do. I got a question here.
Yeah.
And this is, I didn't know this is a possibility, but will the record for amount of receivers taken in the first round be broken or tied? Let me talk you through it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, the record in 2004 was 7 receivers, headlined by Larry Fitzgerald.
Do you have the?
You want to? I don't have it. You want to pull it up?
No.
AJ's on it. We're on it.
As soon as it left my mouth, I was like, no, I should have asked you.
Yeah.
2004?
Yeah, 2004. Let me tell you about this year's class. So far, Marvin Harrison Jr., top 3.
We'll just say first round, yes, right?
Yeah. Malik Neighbors, top 10.
Yes.
Rome Odunze, top 10-ish.
Yes.
Brian Thomas, getting a lot of play. I think at least top 20.
Yes.
Okay. Now, those are 4. Now, you need 3 more to tie. Adonai Mitchell and Xavier Worthy, both Texas receivers. Both freaks.
Mitchell, height, weight, speed guy.
Yeah.
Big guy. Routes are okay.
Yeah.
But, great. And then...
Worthy's the fastest guy in the world.
Fast guy in the world.
Fast guy in the world. Man alive.
That has gotten John Ross, has gotten Henry Ruggs higher than what they should be.
Yeah. So they're
draft picks, yeah.
So that's not, it's very plausible to see those guys go in the first round.
Yeah.
If those 2 are taken, we just need 1 more to tie the record. You got Troy Franklin out of Oregon.
Yeah.
Keon Coleman, who a lot of people like.
FSU.
Out of FSU.
Star, yep.
Lad McConkey. Let me tell you something right now. If you don't know who Lad McConkey is, fantasy-wise.
What a great name, too.
From Georgia.
Yeah.
Receiver. He's white.
Yeah.
Right? Incredible feet.
Yep.
Incredible route running. Great hands. Good size.
Yep.
This guy is going to be this year's Puka Nacua. Like, I'm not saying he's going to break all the records.
Yeah.
He's going to surprise a lot of people in the NFL.
Yeah.
He's NFL body.
Yeah, also, I mean, doing mock drafts, you really see at 32 with the Chiefs, you don't really know what's happening with their, other guys, but it's just that could be a nice spot for the 6th guy in this first round pick to go.
Before I move on, AJ, do you have that list?
Yes, I do. Okay, so we got the first receiver taken was Larry Fitzgerald, number 3, Arizona.
Hall of Famer.
Second was Roy Williams, number 7 to the Detroit Lions.
Good, solid career. Solid career.
Third wide receiver was Reggie Williams to the Jacksonville Jaguars at number 9.
Total bust.
Lee Evans, number 13 to Buffalo.
Total bust.
He was okay.
The 5th receiver is Michael Clayton, number 15 in Tampa Bay.
Bust.
6th receiver was Michael Jenkins, number 29 to Atlanta Falcons.
Bust.
And the last receiver in the first round, Rashawn Woods, number 31.
Oh, Rashawn Woods.
So it's
It's
safe
going to
to
be a
say
whole lot better.
that year you have 1 first-round worthy receiver.
Yep.
Taken. Like out of the 7.
But a Hall of Famer.
But a Hall of Fame.
We're not saying that could happen this year. We're saying it's
It
possibility.
could definitely happen this year.
We're saying a possibility that look, these guys get hyped up. We get carried away with the
That's
highlights.
wild.
We get carried away with all this stuff.
That's wild. So people would have said in a first, going to that draft, they're probably saying this is a loaded
You pick
wide receiver draft.
Like you just shoot randomly. You're gonna shoot 1 starter wideout.
And only one of them's worth the pick. That's,
Gosh.
They have an impossible job.
Yeah.
this brings to my second point here. A reason why this might be broken maybe at the tail end here is my last question. Are the Bills going to take a receiver? They trade away Diggs, right? Yeah. They now have Samuels, Shakir, Mac Hollins, and Andy Isabella. That's their wide receiver.
What a group.
They drafted Dalton Kincaid last year. He seems like arrow up, right?
Yeah.
Dalton Knox, also very solid.
Yeah.
Are they prepared to go into a loaded AFC? Joe Burrow coming back. Aaron Rodgers coming back. Stroud, Richardson going to the second year. You have some I did a ranking for the quarterbacks that we'll talk about at some other show.
Yeah.
It is incredible. Like the top 15 are like, I would want the guy on my team for sure.
Yeah.
Are you prepared to go in with those weapons and Josh Allen?
Look, like I said last show, Patrick Mahomes did it with just a rookie wideout, maybe like this year. I'm just saying that different players and all that. Still, like you saw, this is a copycat league. Some teams are like, they don't put a lot of money towards wideout and they still win Super Bowls. Why the hell are we doing it?
Yeah, I mean, they had Travis Kelce.
And they have, so
they spent a second-round pick on Rashee Rice.
Yeah.
They had a second on Rashee Rice, so maybe they wait for the second. But they had, at least, Travis Kelce, at least in the playoffs, was a number one receiving option, legit.
It's interesting, though.
Who's that guy on this team?
I would love for them to trade up. To get one of these wideouts.
Yeah.
That's one of those teams where you're just like, if they can get one of these top 3 guys, they move up to 10, to 12, to whatever.
And whoever that guy is, fantasy-wise.
Fantasy-wise?
Baby.
What the? Yeah.
So, that's my question. Do you have any more?
Yeah, I have one more question.
All right, we'll finish with yours.
What if the Cowboys just draft Dak's replacement this year? What if they just draft the next Dallas Cowboys quarterback?
God damn, H.
Look, Dak's on the final year of his deal. They have said nothing about signing him long term. They said we're gonna play out this year and just see what happens. AKA, your ass is gone end of the year. Let's list out 3 quarterbacks are not gonna be there. Caleb Williams, Drake Mate, and Jane Daniels.
Yes.
We think are not gonna be there.
Yes.
So you have Michael Penix Jr., Bo Nix, and top 30 visiting quarterback Spencer Rattler.
Yeah.
So you have 3 quarterbacks here. Spencer Rattler is kind of the wild card guy. Yeah.
Very much a wild card, yeah.
So you can just say, Spencer, we're going to draft you second round. You're going to sit for 1 year, and then next year is your year. Then we're going to sign and trade or whatever Dak. That's a very real possibility. And Schefter just reported today that sleeper team.
Yep.
Quarterback needy is, I don't know what happened to Trey Lance, but it's still either way, it's just they could just say we're going to draft our quarterback next year. We're going to sign CeeDee Lamb. We're going to sign Micah Parsons and just reset that quarterback clock with a brand new rookie quarterback.
So they pick at 24.
Yeah.
If they are into a Bo Nix, a Michael Penix, Spencer Rattler, I think that it really falls off from there. He might be there, might not.
Yeah.
You never know. They took Tony Romo undrafted.
Yeah.
Famous undrafted pick. They took Dak Prescott in the 4th.
Yep.
So they could wait and be confident in how they do things. They very well could take a quarterback here in the first round. With this, Jerry Jones might be thinking listen here.
Look what happened last time. Romo was a solid starter. Yeah. They drafted Dak in the 4th round. Then all of a sudden, Dak's a good guy. Be like, we could just do this again. We could just draft another guy, have him sit for 1 year, and if Dak gets hurt or if Dak, whatever happens, we have this guy in the wings waiting. And what do fan bases love more than anything is a backup rookie quarterback. They love that more than anything. And
next to Trey Lance.
Yeah, for them to win over this fan base again, to say we have this young guy cooking, he's been great all season, all this stuff. You start hyping him up. Then next year, you have less pressure because you have we already have a plan in place.
For as much crap as we talk about the Cowboys, they do that part very well.
Yeah, they have the last couple of years.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Something I believe about Tony Romo is that he believes in the way he does things, and he's a creature of habit.
Yeah.
He does the same things over and over again. He's always done it that way.
Yeah. With Tony Romo?
No, with quarterbacks. This is how he's always done it. Mm-hmm. He's fine drafting a replacement while the starter's still there. When he drafted Romo, when he drafted Dak.
Yeah.
He'd be totally fine. I mean, he brought in Trey Lance.
Yeah.
That was a very high profile.
Oh, you mean
move.
Jerry Jones? Sorry.
What did I say?
You said Tony Romo.
Yeah.
My
It's
bad,
all right.
Tony.
We know.
My bad, Tony.
Either way, we love you, Tony.
Jerry Jones. Sorry.
Yeah, Jerry Jones.
He brought in Dak Prescott.
Yep.
In the 4th round. He traded for Trey Lance last year, a very high-profile trade.
While you had Dak in his prime.
While you had Dak, and everyone knew the contract's coming. Mm-hmm. And you bring in a guy who is, very lined up to be the successor. He could do it, man.
Yeah, and our last mock draft, Bo Nix kept falling because of all the linemen, because of the needs weren't there, whatever. If you're sitting there at 23, 24, and Bo Nix is just sitting there, you can say, I could just draft this kid and wait 1 year, and it could very real possibility. This should not be out of the realm of possibility. This should be very much in every Cowboys fan's head. Like, we could just draft a quarterback right now, and this whole thing is just done.
We need to clip that and make a reel of it, because if this happens, and we're the ones who talked about it, very good.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's all I have. You guys have anything else on the draft? Nope. That's our show for today, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. Episode 114 in the books. We'll be back Friday next week. Mock Draft 2.0.
What?
Go check out the website, benchshow.com. And don't forget about the draft party, April 25th, live on YouTube. Set the reminder. See you Friday.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye-bye.